Hello everybody, welcome back to Quickies. Today we're going to be doing chapter 9. Before you do this chapter, you're just going to want to go ahead and go into your shop and buy a Master Seal. That's basically all that we're going to get for now. If you need any tonics, I'll let you guys know. If you do want to be using Mozu, I'm not going to be using Mozu, but if you do want to use Mozu, I would highly recommend getting a Strength tonic because it means that she actually does damage. Other than that, yeah, that's going to be it for me. As we go into the Norian's giant, extremely smart idea of building a castle inside a freaking crater in the ground, we learn that we're going to be fighting in this map. This map involves you trying to get to the boss here, Haitaka. Now, something interesting about Haitaka, he's really damn good. He has, if you capture him, then he's going to become a very good unit. However, because I've had many people request me to show them how to beat Chapter 10 without Haitaka, I'm not going to be capturing Haitaka. Well, I'm going to be capturing him, but I'm not going to be using him. Haitaka, as you can see, has a heart seal. This heart seal is this is why I told you to use your first heart seal on Felicia to get through chapter 8 really quickly. Is that chapter 8? Yes, chapter 8 really quickly. The reason is that now we can, after we get Dragon Fang, which is a relatively useful skill and is also going to help us against Ryoma, we can, after this chapter, we can promote Quickies. This chapter and the previous chapter were full of bow users and magic users, and that's just hell for Wyvern Corn such as myself. So as a result, we're going to be now we're now going to be reclassing for chapter 10, which is extremely beneficial for Wyvern Corn. You might notice that I actually forgot to buy Elise a staff. I actually didn't. We're going to be deploying Moza because we need her to. I need her to backpack Niall so that he can get married with her and I can dump her soon. Alright, anyways, let's get started. Now, our main goal on this chapter is to seize. However, we have some side objectives, obviously. We have this chest right here. Don't sleep on this chest. This chest has a rescue staff. That rescue staff is extremely useful. It is one of 2 rescue staffs in the game, and at least one of these rescue staffs is highly necessary for endgame. Unless you want just a bunch of units to die and you barely get through the endgame, which is how I did it on my first playthrough, don't get me wrong. But unless you want that to happen, get this rescue staff. As you can see, this chapter introduces us to our first seal skills. If you didn't check my Fates skill video, don't worry. So seal skills are skills that activate after combat. You don't need to be doing damage in combat. You don't need to be like killing people in combat. You don't need to do anything in combat. You just need to initiate combat. The only way that you can make seal skill, you can ignore seal skills is if you kill this enemy. So let's say this guy initiates combat against me. After combat, I'm having my defense reduced by 6 unless I kill him. That's the only way you can get rid of seal skills. Unless you have some kind of skill that prevents seal skills, but those are usually enemy only. Here's Nyx. As you can see, I've written in the main things to note that Nyx is a relatively serviceable unit. She has 11 base speed, which is not that good. It doesn't really let her double any of the enemies here. She's about on par. She's not really good at what Dark Mages want to do, which is Nosferatu tanking, and the Dark Mage base speed being garbage really holds her back, but if you really want to use her, she does make a relatively decent Dark Knight, because of her strength, her main strengths being magic and speed. You can make good use of her. However, where Nyx really shines is if you have DLC, where you can do Witch Nyx, and Witch Nyx is like stupid. Not only does she give 8 strength and 5 speed at an S rank bonuses, which is like Charlotte but magical, but she also has insanely high combat stats because Witch not only counts as technically not only has stats on par with promoted classes, it also has an actual speed stat, unlike Dark Mage. So you're going to want to engage this squad right here by having your Arthur go here with a pair up that gives him defense. So in our case, it's going to be Effie. We're going to put Arthur right here. As you can see, this guy does 19 damage, this guy does 20 damage. We're going to want to have Arthur right in the 15 effective defense range. So he takes some damage, but not a lot of damage. With Felicia, normally Felicia, if she had inspiration, it would work, but she only has Demoiselle, so he takes 4 less damage, so he's at 15 defense, so he's right where we want it to be. We're going to be going ahead and baiting these guys over. Oh, Arthur gets crit. Not much to note. It's just Arthur things. So this is our first freestyle moment. This is what I like to call it when Conquest tells you, here's a player phase. You got to do this player phase immaculately, or else somebody's dying. All right, let's actually do this for real this time. Now, 8 plus 5, that's 13. Yeah, there we go. Now, after we do that, we're gonna have Corrin go over here, and we're gonna have him absolutely body an archer. We're going to go over here with Silas. We're going to see what we can do. Silas can't do much right now. he doesn't actually double without some support. So what we're going to be doing here is we can have Felicia. The thing is, this guy doesn't have skill defense, so you can initiate combat against this guy without any kinds of nice crit. We didn't actually need that because we could have just had other people because we have more than enough people to get the job done. But it's nice to see. You want to be a bit careful of these guys because you know they have 19 speed, 16 effective offensive attack speed, so you don't want to be. You just don't want to be caught in their range really. Now, if I can send Silas up there, but I would need to figure out a way to take care of this guy. That was the worst of all options, but whatever. We can just move over here. Have Effie just body this guy. If you need somebody one-hit KO'd, Effie is your option. We're going to transfer Arthur over, because as you can see, he needs EXP, so we're going to do that, level him up a little bit, and then we're going to go over here, and then transfer, separate. Alright, Azura's here. I'm going to show you how you want to use her to get to the chest. So you want to move here this turn, when this is the enemy range. So he always moves in like a few specific spots. So you want to do this. Next turn we're going to be moving her up a bit more. Now these guys can actually mess literally anybody in your squad up, except for Effie, and Silas if you have a really tanky Silas. But MIFE is not super bulky yet. So she has 17 defense. These guys do 21 damage. That's enough to get the job done. Mozu pairs up with Niles. A lot of this chapter really just comes down to how slowly you want to take it. If you want to bait the Shrine Maiden into hitting you with all 4 enfeebles and spend the 6 turns each, waiting for the debuffs to go off, then go for it. Honestly, it'll make your life it'll make it more reliable for you, but also might drive you insane. Now, the reason Effie didn't hit is because that guy has Duelist Blow. Samurais have Duelist Blow often. Because it's their class skill. Now, this is something that you really need her to hit, so normally what I like to do is I like to move Nyx here so that she can get Heartseeker and hit this guy for as much as we want him to be hit with. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to try to chip this guy, because Arthur's at, 90-80 XP, so he's just going to level up regardless. Again, we need to get Arthur to level 10 because that means that he'll get Gamble, and we can take it off of him before Chapter 10. Because we really don't want to have a bad time without having Gamble, without being able to take away Gamble on Chapter 10. Alright, let's move up real quick. Now, after I show you how Azura is going to take care of this guy, we'll go ahead and take a quick jump cut and move to where the real action starts. Now, Azura is going to go over here. She's going to open this chest. As you can see, most of these guys are about to level 8, you know, pretty respectably high levels. But this guy's level 5. He's a total bitch. He has a brass katana. He can't do shit. He has what? He has 3 defense. That's so bad. So, even base Azura can just use her brass naginata and make this guy wish he wasn't born. Here we go. Because this guy's going to attack Azura regardless, make sure you equip weapons. Whenever units get weapons, it's really weird. They sometimes just don't equip it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to put Azura right here so that she can take him on enemy phase and also move forward towards Dragon Vein. This guy's actually kind of nice for Azura too because he gives her extra EXP. Leveling up Azura is not the most important thing in the world, but it's really helpful because you want her to. Really, the only important level for Azura is level 10. Once she reaches level 10, you're good for the rest of the game, because that's when she gets the special song that lets her give any ally plus 2 skill speed and plus 3 skill speed and luck. That is really useful for attack speed and lets you double. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this guy attack her again, and then she'll attack next turn and then kill him. As you can see, it's just that easy. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit once I've prepared myself for the center attack. When you're at this part of the map, you really want to bait the enfeeble on units that you don't care too much about. In my case, that's going to be Mozu, Arthur, and Silas. Silas, since he's already hit his level. And we're going to be using Effie mostly for the rest of the tanking on this map. This is about when you want to activate your Dragon Wing. Keep in mind, the people that are paired up will actually swap to their full health units, so there's going to be a couple of full health units. There's going to be a couple of almost dead units in the back, just chilling. Now, these 2 are the guys that we're going to be grabbing over, and we're going to be the man for the job here is Arthur. not only because he needs extra EXP, but also because he's a green unit, and that's a green and a red unit specifically. So we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna have Mozu move out of the way. We're gonna have Nyx go over here, put Felicia into range, and we're also going to move Corrin, one of our better combat units, up front so that he can take care of it. Now, if we go here, that was actually an accident. Now, if I'm correct, then I think he's getting doubled. So that was a mistake. I meant to actually just equip the Iron Axe, but time to see whether he survives. This tile. Oh yeah, that tile is going to be occupied by Shining Bowman or Steel Union guy. Or I can, when stuff like this happens, you just try to do your best. In my case, I'm just going to try to do this. And go into range. See how it works out. That guy doesn't actually have seal defense, which is something you want to keep in mind. As you can see, having the defense boost really just saves Felicia's life. Now, if I go here, I'm going to have to go here just so I can have Silas here because he's going to actually live this enemy attack. I'm going to swap over here, then I'm going to body this guy with Effie, get her closer to her final level up before she gets her next skill, which is going to be Indoor Fighter. Sorry, not Indoor Fighter. That's an Awakening thing. Natural Cover. I've been watching too much Awakening 0% Growth LTC on Lunatic. That thing is wild. So your prime targets for tanking this area are Effie and Arthur, because Effie, Arthur, and actually Odin as well. So because Odin has his Nosferatu, obviously, Effie and Arthur, they have Effie has a lot more defense than Arthur, but Arthur he absolutely isn't one-hit KOing any enemy, so he's definitely only fighting one enemy at a time, and also we really just need to get him to level 10. Regardless of who it is, they really want to have a defensive pair up because they're contrary to the guy that we just fought, these guys actually do have seal defense. Live to serve coming in useful like always. Want to make sure that we move our guys carefully. We're going to put Arthur right here. We're not going to break the wall yet because we still need to have Niles get to this chest real quick so that he can open it, and then we can grab our rescue staff. Okay, looks like I was wrong, and apparently they only swap to their full health guys when they're going to attack, which is still something to keep in mind. You can see right now, we don't actually have anybody that has 2 rings that's going to be attacking us. So for one turn, you're really just free to do whatever the hell you want. We're going to move over here. Mozu's also going to get over here, and then we're going to break this wall. As you can see, he's not going to get sealed defense by the first guy because the first guy just dies, but the second guy absolutely will hit him with sealed defense. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move Felicia out of the way. We're going to try to, we're going to also, the main people that can reach here are the bow guys, but if I remember correctly, they actually can't attack you from there. So I'm going to chip on this guy with, actually I'm just going to kill this guy with Arthur. Then I'm going to have Odin hopefully take care of this guy. Nice, you'll love to see it. He's going to level up to level 8. As you can see, we want him to get to level 9. If you're going to have Odin be your early promote unit, then you really want him to get to level 10 by the end of this chapter, because you're going to be early promoting him along with Silas at the next chapter. Arthur getting close to his final level before we dump him basically forever. Ooh, beautiful level up on Effie. Let's see if we can't get, no. I'm gonna see if I can't. Oh, wait, never mind. That still kills. Well, it doesn't matter. Now, keep in mind, there is a reinforcement zone on this map. This reinforcement zone will send 4 units from here, 4 units from here, and 4 units from here. You can block these spawns, actually, but for our purposes, having that extra EXP is always nice. So, we're not going to. I'm gonna move Silas up. Get Niles over here. Switch. Go here. I would really like to have Nyx leveled up to level 10 so I can eventually promote her. Not yet, but like eventually. You do get a little bit of extra gold on this map because there's a guy that drops 3,000 gold, and if you really want to, you could sell the Heartsea, although I would really not recommend it. Now, these guys, if I remember correctly, they don't move, but my memory isn't infallible. We're going to go ahead and transfer our guys around so that it's properly set up. We're going to put Niles right here. We're going to put Felicia right here, and then we're going to separate out with Odin and Nyx. As you can see, they don't actually move. I always find that it's good to block this area, because if not, there's going to be a dual Naginata and a bolt Naginata Lancer spear fighter that both come out of there, and that's just no fun for anybody in this map. So, oh. Alright, maybe I can not suck balls this time. Anyways, so here what we're going to do is, it's 2 enemies, but still. Well, you know, this is what happens when you're a dumbass. Oh yeah, between this, you will notice that I've changed it to casual mode. The main reason is so that I can make this a bit easier on myself. Because I'm not going to let anybody die, but I am, actually, I let Azura die just to prove that you can do this without reducing their HP, but that's just to prove a point. I'm not going to, like, you know, let people die, then bring them back as a strategy. The main point is just so that I can, not have to worry about, things like, not have to worry about just, like, doing the chapter all over again. It just lets me set up turn saves, so I don't have to, so I can also potentially demonstrate multiple different strategies within a specific turn just by using turn saves. I'm going to transfer over, I'm going to attack, because he's close to leveling up, he's going to level up, HP strength skill, and then I'm going to, he's going to get gamble. Okay, these guys are not a threat right now. There you go. One of these guys can attack him. I'm gonna heal him up. And turn. As you can see, you can really just do the stuff in a lot of different ways. Again, this is what I mean by this is a chapter where you really want to freestyle. You just want to basically come up with shit on the go. Just do it as just play out of your mind and do well. I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go Bronze Sword, Iron Sword here, use the Vulnerary. One of these guys is hopefully want to go for Silas because he doesn't retaliate. Well, he didn't hit, but that's the reason why we want to use Odin instead of Nyx. Nyx, if you can stack her properly, can survive 1 hit, but if she misses, she's completely fucked. Whereas Odin, he can miss a hit, survive a hit. You can set him up with shield gauge properly. He can just do a lot of things that Nyx really just would not be able to do even in on one of her better days. Okay, what if I just told you you're dead? And then there we go. Boom. And now we're just left with these 2 bastards and then the rest of the map. Okay. As you can see, we haven't gotten Niles to level 10 yet. We really want that level 10 for the for chapter 10. We also want to get Odin up to level 8. I did get Nyx up to level 10 because we're gonna eventually promote her so that she can get better pair bonuses. So I'm just gonna bait this archer. You know, just bait the archer, do the damn thing, get it done with. Alright, he's at level 9 now. I'm going to be trying to feed a lot of kills to him throughout the rest of this chapter, because I really need him to promote. Alright, if I put Silas here, he's not going to kill, and he'll also deal a lot of damage so that Odin can scoop up the EXP next turn. Felicia can live a hit. There's no way in hell she doesn't survive. can see, I'm just playing it by ear because I played this game way too much. But if you played enough, you can. Alright, we're nearing up on Haitaka, and Odin is just getting garbage level up after garbage level up. At this rate, I'm gonna have to do the mature thing and just let him go, but I'm gonna try to keep him for at least chapter 10. Yeah, all Odins fall into either two categories: good enough to do what they want to do, or not good enough to do what they want to do. This is in the second category. This Odin is kind of garbage. If you don't have any healers, by the way, and because you've lost them on Iron Man, that Shrine Maiden is really your only healer for a while, so make of it what you can. Okay, what if... Okay, so here, as you can see, Niles needs 2 stats. The stats he needs are strength and defense, so we're going to transfer over here. We're going to check how well he does against these guys. He takes 12 damage. Now, that's against the Steel Yumi guy. The Shining Bow guy does jack shit to him. The 2 Steel Yumi guys do a significant amount of damage, but I can also do this. Oh, the Shining Bow guy can't attack without getting countered, right? That's the main point of the Shining Bow. It's 1 and 2 range. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and go here with Odin. Actually, that's my bad. We're not gonna separate. We're gonna switch. We're gonna beat the shit out of this guy. We're gonna go here with Odin. We're gonna hit this guy with who has a Shining Bow. As you can see, Haitaka does double him with the hand axe equipped, but with the iron axe equipped, he'll be fine. So, yeah, this is what happens when you get Gamble. It's not fun. If I hit this guy, I think if I hit this guy, then, okay, let's see, yeah, if I hit this guy, then my shield gauge will be active, so. And that's when Arthur dies. As you can see, this is why I hate recording Chapter 9, because I always try to do fancy shit in Chapter 9, and it never works out. And now we gotta do the same exact thing for the 4th time. This is when Conquest starts to get kind of bullshit and really frustrating, but you just kind of deal with it. Please, you can stat stack on luck and res like nobody's business. It's insane. Well, that was complete luck, but either way, I can move Arthur out of the way. Go over here. Move Silas over here. You can use the Vulnerary. Go here with Niles. I can do this and turn. Okay, now we go here with Niles, we kill this guy. The sword guys don't have any 2 range, so go here with Odin. It didn't work out. Oh well. You don't like to see it, but it's not game ending. It's like you just kill him with Silas instead. Maybe hit this guy this time? Okay. Cool. Now's around the time you really want to bait these guys. These guys really only get baited once you move into this area. So you want to bait them from outside again, but this time because you're not like all debuffed to hell and this lady isn't here, you can actually do it properly. The way I like to do it is I usually transfer Effie over to Niles. I move Niles over here. I heal him, and I end turn. Then I go here. I attack this guy. I do this. Now these guys are aggroed, so you want to be careful about not putting guys in their range. Oh, you like to see that miss. It means that he's going to get a more reliable shield gauge. It's not like he can one round either way, so. Now we can do this. Alright. Next turn, the other guy's going to attack him. And that's a dead guy. Now, we can attack the Shrine Maiden, do Heartseeker boosts with Odin and Nyx, and just call this chapter. Go over here, transfer, heal. This chapter is definitely, like, this chapter is harder than any chapter, like, except for chapter 10, which definitely varies on your skill level. This chapter is by, like, the hardest chapter until, like, chapter 16, I'd say. This is the hardest chapter in this game except for chapter 10, until chapter 16. This chapter really doesn't mess around. If you let it get to you for even a second, you're donezo. I'll see you guys when I have a reliable like setup for the boss kill, because moving around units is not fun for anybody. So what we're gonna want to do this boss kill is because Felicia gives a large amount of magic and she's got a high support with Odin, with Corrin. We're gonna move Odin here, activate his Heartseeker, reducing the boss's avoid by a lot, and we're gonna hit the boss once with a Dragonstone use. As you can see, we do that. Then we're gonna go ahead and pair Effie and Silas up. We're gonna go over here. Niles is gonna be the one that eventually has to capture the boss, and he can do 4 damage. This is me showing how you do it. That's basically how you do it, but I'm not gonna do it because as I mentioned, I'm not. That's not part of my run. I'm doing Haitaka less. All right, you love to see it, and. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, we're gonna transfer here. Oh, looks like we actually are doing Haitaka full. Okay, I'm gonna capture the guy. Well, that was extremely unlikely, but it worked out. Anyways, Heart Seal. Heart Seal. If you're willing to go for that full taint mode, I would actually suggest if you're just willing to go for it, I would highly recommend just leveling up a 0 to 10 on this chapter, because that's gonna make your chapter 10 clear a lot easier. But anyways, we're gonna be reclassing Corrin to Wyvern Lord, because after this, Wyvern Lord just gets better and better and better. It's one of those classes just does not stop giving. And we're just going to seize. Casual 45 turns. We're still on LTC pace. Don't worry about it. I'll see you guys next time on Chapter 10. Don't tell anybody about how bad this chapter clear was, or else I'll be very upset at you.